welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelsey and I am a senior photographer based in Richmond, Virginia. And today we're going to be talking about the products that I offer in my senior sessions. I've been getting so many questions about this recently because it is really a tricky topic. Do we go IPS? Do you not include products? Do you include products? How much do you price your products? It is a whole other ball game. So today I just wanted to give you a little bit of insight into what I offer and how I order them and a little bit of what the process looks like. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, then stick around because this is for you. Before we dive in too quickly, I just wanted to let you guys know that I have a free gift just for you, and it is my Posing for Gen Z freebie, and it is linked right in the description box, and it is my guide full of my go-to prompts for trendy posing for my seniors. If you've been around here long enough, you've heard me talk about how Gen Z is a fully different ballpark and they want totally different things than what our seniors have in the past, especially when it comes to posing and how they want their pictures to look. So if you haven't downloaded that yet, please grab it. It is just for you and 100% free. So let's dive into today's video and talk about all the goodies. Okay, so first things first, before we go into each specific product, let me talk a little bit about who I use for my print company. I have used White House Custom Colors since I literally started my business 7 years ago, and they have never done me wrong. They are tremendous. Their customer service are the kindest, nicest people. All their products are amazing quality. They have the simplest, easiest layout on the back end for when you're ordering products and when you're sharing proofs with your clients. They are incredible and amazing at what they do, and I am not sponsored by them. I don't have an affiliate code or anything like that. I just truly love White House Custom Color, and I'm here to share some of my favorite products from them and why I love them so much. I also have White House Custom Color linked in my CloudSpot gallery, so if a client wants to purchase prints or order products after their gallery is delivered, they're able to do that through their gallery space, and all their prints and products come from White House Custom Color. And if you're interested in CloudSpot and want to include a storefront in your gallery, I do have a code for them that will get you 50% off your first entire year with CloudSpot. I have been using CloudSpot for years and they are my favorite gallery delivery system, and trust me, I feel like I've tried them all, honestly, and they are by far my favorites. So let's dive into the products themselves. All right, so first let's talk about albums, because these are by far my most popular products that I have in my senior collections. In my biggest collection, I include this in their package, so they basically get it for free. They do pay for it, but at a discounted rate. And for my albums, the standard or base album that I call it is a 10 by 10 size. So it looks like this. It also could look like this. All of the albums are completely customizable. This is my favorite cover option. And then my second favorite is to do it this way, where they can customize it by putting their name or high school, whatever they want to put on it. But with these albums, they are, like I said, 10 by 10, and they include 10 spreads, which is equal to 20 pages. So if you aren't familiar with that, then this would be considered a spread, and then you have page 1, page 2, but together it's one spread, if that makes sense. Like I said, these are by far my most popular product that I have included as an a-la-carte or included. And this is the only product that I actually include in one of my collections besides just the digitals included. But like I said, this is by far my most popular one, and it is my personal favorite to offer. It is the most beautiful way to display their senior images, and I really hit home on how this is such a special keepsake item for not only you in your senior year, but also for generations to come. And then another perk that I like to mention, I guess almost as like a selling point, is that a lot of my seniors will use this as like a yearbook at their graduation party, and they can have their friends sign on the pages and write little fun notes, whatever they want to do. I think it's a really fun, just like sweet senior year memorabilia. And I do offer 3 different sizes for these albums. So there is a mini that's an 8x8, the standard base album, which is the 10x10, and then if they want to go grand, there is a 12x12 size that is huge and beautiful. Well, it's really only like 2 inches bigger than this, but it is stunning and I love it. So like I said, this is my favorite cover option. In the base cover option, if they don't want to upgrade it to something like this or like this, then the base cover is just, has no image, has no text or debossing, and they can choose their material between a velvet, vegan leather, or linen, or a book cloth option. But I don't think I've had a single senior not upgrade their cover option to either include a beautiful image or some sort of text or something along those lines. Another perk that I really love about these albums is that they are a lay flat book. So what I mean by that is that when you open them and lay them on a coffee table or whatever surface, they're gonna lay flat and stay open. And then the second thing that I love about the pages is that they are a thick material. So they're not flimsy, you can't really bend them. They are sturdy and they're going to flip beautifully. They also have this really, really gorgeous not shimmer, but a shine to them. So they're glossy pages, they're not flat or matte. They have this gorgeous, gorgeous shine to them, as well as the colors just pop so well and are true to how you edit them. I have never had an issue with how the images print. So I design all of my albums for my clients, for my seniors, and I do this because A, I just love designing albums. B, because I'm able to upsell any upgrades to them. And I know that sounds kind of sleazy, I guess, but I truly think that upgrading to either adding additional pages or adding a custom cover like this with their name in high school or adding an image, there's so many important upgrades to really get the most out of your album that they might miss if they're just designing it on their own. Another reason why I like to design them for my clients is to make sure that that images are cropped correctly on the pages. If a client was to design this throughout her cloud spot gallery and she's going to put an image into the image slot, it might be a horizontal image and she's putting it in a vertical spot and the image might be too far over, or maybe she goes to put a vertical image in and it cuts off her feet, but really she could like slide it up and it would fit perfectly. So there's just little tweaks like that that I just like to make sure are perfect and that her images are looking great, that the layouts make sense, the flow of the album looks really good, and just because I love design and I have a graphic design background, so I just like to make sure they're perfect and I do it myself. Another reason, what is this, like 0.5 that I like to design them is because I ship them to myself first before they ship to my client, because for their products, especially the albums, I like to customize with some KMP not merch, but I will put these in a nice little bag with my logo on it. I do wrap this with a ribbon with my logo on it, as well as some tissue paper that's branded. So, you know, we're getting all the KMP goodies into this just to really elevate the products and make them feel just even more luxury than they already are, because they are. So if you're not including albums in your senior collections, I highly, highly recommend doing so. Even if it's just one standard size, if you want to just limit yourself to one, it does make it easier. Or if you want to already include an upgraded cover, anything like that you can make easier for yourself, do it. You just have to be sure that you're pricing yourself so that you're still creating a profit from it, which I could go into a whole other video about pricing, so I'm not going to go too deep into pricing in this video because I just want to get through all the products. But be sure that when you are adding products to either your cloud spot gallery, or if you're doing it yourself as like an a-la-carte option, be sure that you're pricing it so that you're getting a profit from it, because you are selling your artwork. Okay, so let's move on to prints, and I think prints are so fun. They're definitely the easiest, most affordable option for my business and what my clients can order. This is just kind of a little upgrade that they can choose from, and then this is the photo print box, and has a nice little tag on the side, little button. And one fun thing that I love about this is that they can customize the inside to include an image of themselves from their senior session, and then the box itself has all of their images. And so this is just my example box. My clients can also order prints that don't have the white border. This is one product that I really push for them to order within their gallery and that they don't necessarily have to purchase it through the A-La-Carte option. But these prints are so beautiful and are so easy to mark up in price so that you're making a profit from it. But the prints are just gorgeous, and I always recommend doing the glossy luster format instead of the matte. I personally just believe they look better in frames. I think my style of photography looks better in a glossy print with all the bright colors and the contrast and how bold they look. And these are just the perfect gift to hand to grandma, to frame, you know, or your mom or dad for Mother's Day, Father's Day, whatever it might be. This is a great way for your seniors and their families to showcase their photos without having to purchase a big either whole album or frame portrait or whatever it might be. And with the photo box print, they can order, there's like almost 100 pictures in here, so they could order their whole gallery in a print format, which I think is another great option for gifting to grandparents. So I offer a few different sizes in my A-La-Carte option, and they come as a 4x6, 5x7, or 8x10 because those are the typical like tabletop size. Anything bigger than that, they will order through a framed portrait, which I'll get to in just a second. Or if they want to order a huge print size, they can do that through their gallery space. But I always recommend just going ahead and having it framed. That way you don't have to worry about it, and it's already in its gorgeous frame and they can choose what they want. So let's dive into frames since we're talking about it. So this is what a framed portrait looks like. This option has the glass, and I do recommend including the glass into the pricing. It's an option on WHCC whether they can have glass or not have glass, which I will show you one in just a second. But this, I love including the matte as well. I feel like all framed portraits should have that matte. It just elevates it and makes it so much more beautiful, especially on the large prints. But I pulled together what I called a studio menu that has all the different options of the frames that they can choose from when they're ordering a framed portrait. This is my personal favorite, which is just the light wood. And these are beautiful. If I'm being completely 110% honest with you guys, I don't sell a ton of the framed portraits anymore. If you're doing IPS, I feel like you definitely will sell more framed portraits. But for me, I just have products as either an A-La-Carte option that they can add on to their collection when they're booking with me, or they can order these type of things post-gallery delivery on their own time. But I do still have it as an option because people do still like their framed portraits, especially the families that have older kids that have had senior portraits done and already have those senior portraits on the wall. You've got to add to the collection, so I still have them as an option. Next on my list is the acrylic blocks, which I think are just so fun and such a unique way to showcase their favorite photo from their gallery. And these come in a few different sizes, so I sell them as a 4x6, a 5x7, and then there's also an 8x8, which is a square obviously, or bigger size, which is an 8x10. And these are just fun. They look great on like a dad's desk at the office. They're just such a fun little unique way that's different than just like a frame portrait to show the photo. And they are just honestly so cool. Like I wish I had more of them to display, but I love how they look. And my seniors actually really like these too. So they make the perfect gift for Mother's Day, Father's Day, a birthday, Christmas. I feel like this is the best option for gifting, and that's kind of a selling point that I use for the acrylic blocks. Last but not least, which I actually don't have an example to show you guys, but our graduation cards. And on WHCC, this is actually such an easy way to send to your clients for them to order on their own. Or if you want to do like some sort of in-person meeting with them, you can design it together. But graduation cards are a hit. Besides my albums and the prints themselves, these are probably the next best seller because everybody loves graduation cards. Seniors love sending out a little party invite or just an announcement card. I mean, of course, the moms do too. And you can do this in a few different ways by sending out emails. You can include it in your session guide. You can create a whole like print and product guide. There's so many different ways to to sell your prints and products without having to be an IPS in-person sales photographer. So that's a little inside look as to what I offer my seniors and their families as a senior photographer without being an IPS photographer too, because I will say I have tried it and quickly realized that it is not for me, but I do love the product side of it because I think they're so important and I think they're so valuable, and I love to share those reasons with my clients. I just don't necessarily want to spend 2 hours trying to force them into buying something. So I have them available if they want them. I include the albums in a collection because it's the most popular, and that's how I run the print and product kind of side of my business. But just wanted to give you guys a little inside look because I've been getting so many questions about it, especially in my mentor sessions that I offer too. So if you have any other questions about prints and products or how I sell them or how I design them, like the whole back-end system, let me know. I would love to make another video and kind of make this maybe like a little series on here. So let me know what you have, and don't forget about the Posing for Gen Z freebie down in the description box. It is 100% free to you, and it is my go-to guide full of all my favorite trendy prompts for senior posing. And if you want to try out CloudSpot for 50% off your very first whole year, that link is also down in the description box. It is my affiliate link, so I do make a small commission from it, but that is right down below. And then White House Custom Color is what I use within CloudSpot and also on its own to order and create all these fun products for my seniors. So I hope this video was helpful for you, and I will see y'all next week in another video.